Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. And welcome to this new video in which, I'm trying out new video ideas, basically to try to make videos that are as valuable as possible for all of you. So the idea I had this weekend, basically, I wanted to make this. I've been thinking about this more often, but what I wanted to do in this video is talk about the news of next week. All right. So let me know what you think about this idea. Let me know whether it's valuable or not. But we'll talk about some notable events of next week and just in general some things you need to be aware of, things that can happen, that can shape the markets. Now I might miss some things, but ultimately if you watch my videos in general, especially my Bitcoin videos every morning, it's like 4 or 5 minutes, then you know what's going on. All right, so I would definitely recommend you to do that. But for now, let's get right into it. Maybe sometimes I'll take a look at the Bitcoin charts and I'll tell you what possible price movements there are. But it's a relatively quiet week for the most part. At the end of the week, we have some big economic data that will make the market move. But in terms of token unlocks, we have some unlocks coming for SUI at the end of the week. So that's actually Monday next week, not next Monday, but the Monday afterwards. We have some minor Athena, some Eigen token unlocks, which you can much better see right now. Outside of that, not much, as you can see. All right, so there are no major cliff unlocks, at least not that we know of in the next week. That's great. Obviously, there are some continuous unlocks, and Altlayer actually has some big unlocks, which you can also see right here. So that's, that is something I do think you need to potentially know about. Their unlock is 8.6% of market cap, and Altlayer has rallied quite a fair bit, so that could be a bit of manipulation to push the price up higher, so that VCs and investors can sell their tokens a bit higher. We could also see a short squeeze, but in general, Altlayer or Alt, so that's ALT, it's most likely going to be quite volatile because of those token unlocks. So that's the one unlock I think you need to know about. And then obviously Celestia and Solana are unlocking a lot of tokens every day, but that's not news. That's what's been going on every day for weeks now. Outside of that, look, the main news basically has to do with the economy, with the monetary policy of the US, and the political situation. Right, there's two main political subjects right now that can make the market move. It's the Russia-Ukraine war, which, to be completely honest, that hasn't actually moved the market that much recently. So I don't think that matters too much. What matters more, it seems like at least, is updates on the trade war, which we will have new tariffs come into place at the beginning of April, but every headline, every headline that has to do with that can make the stock market move, and the stock market will make Bitcoin move, and Bitcoin will make altcoins move. Now, when we're talking about economic data, on my FX book, you can see the economic calendar right here. We have some data on Monday. I don't think that matters too much. It's PMI, so that's, it's important, but it will probably not make the market move too much. New home sales on Tuesday will also not make the market move too much. Same thing on Wednesday. We have some data, but it doesn't matter. Thursday and Friday, like I said, are pretty major. All right, so then we will have major news that will make the market move, with the GDP numbers and initial jobless claims. Now, those are just basic data points about the US economy, which at this point of time is quite uncertain with the tariffs, etc. So it's going to be interesting what we see in terms of developments from that. Now, like I said, every news event I also cover the day itself, right? So I will still keep you updated on this as well in other videos. But Thursday we will see some volatility because of this, and then even bigger is Friday. Friday we have the PCE price index, which is basically inflation rates data, and that will make the market move even more. All right, so that is definitely something to be aware of. It's Friday early afternoon, so that's going to be very, very volatile. With this, we're basically looking for lower than expected data. Then we could have some bullish momentum, and that's almost and with GDP and initial jobless claims, it's a little bit more difficult. But like I said, I'll be back talking about that a little bit later this week on Wednesday and Thursday. Now, outside of that, like I said, there's not much going on. The volume in the market is very low. There's no major updates or no major news for crypto projects specifically, at least not news that I think is major enough to talk about right now. But that's it. All right, that's my little report on the news. I think you need to know in the news you can be prepared for next week. Like I said, I'll keep you updated on that. But for now, have a great rest of your Sunday. Take care and bye.